Christians? You talking about a Christian rap league, man?
For those of you that are not aware, the Overflow Rap League is a Christian-based rap battle.
Listen, controversy coming.
You know what I'm saying? It's already things going out here with Christians anyway. You know what I'm saying? They already doing all this stuff out in the world, man. We don't need that, man. How we gonna, man, Christians, man?
When Voice and Lee kind of threw the idea at me for the first battle, I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
and I was like, bro, I want to do this. And he was like, what's that look like? I said, I have no idea. I have no idea. And he said, but I want to be a Christian battle rapper.
But when he saw something, he realized how to incorporate himself in that. So I feel like there's a lot of like hidden gems over here at Overflow. Over here at Overflow. You know? Over here at Overflow. You know?
Yes, talking loud don't mean nothing when you're speaking to yourself. I'm talking defense. Lioness defending her cubs in a pride. I'm talking defense. A video virtual Street Fighter 5. I'm talking defense. What you say to that? But I'm drinking a pot. You may be able to rip leave, but I'll be leaving a knock. So you can talk all of that about how you gon' damage Lee, but Lee free. So ain't nobody greater than Lee. Looking dumb, see, sometimes you gotta ignore folk when you know it ain't coming from. So you experience before you to rate my rap. You been around the Ave, but you don't know straight like that. And yo, folk. You see, one of the Lord's names is Adonai. Yeah. He doesn't need us to be God, so there's no need for him to Adonai. I'm the only reason Voice developed. I'm the vocal coach. So forget a pistol, we got epistles. They're canon different.
This is like PGs and you know what I'm saying of CHX battling, man. I'm like, hey, let's get it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think the biggest part of ministry is not when the cameras are on. It's not when you have the 3 best rounds of your career. Ministry is when these lights are off and you're really having a heart-to-heart with the people you're battling.
Yo, we here at the main event, everybody. Rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Voice the Poet, man. I just want to thank y'all just for coming out, man. I just want to shout out my apostle, Daryl Witten, ADB.
Mute up, y'all.
I just love all of y'all just for coming here and supporting this, real talk.
And rapper to my right, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's your boy TH3, Saga, the Saga, man. URL TV, RIP Tay, RIP Tech 9. We're gonna have a good time for the body, man. Let's do it.
Give it up, give it up, give it up. We did the coin toss. And the first round is on Saga. Saga.
You're right. Y'all ready? Yeah. This is my first time really battling on the stage. Y'all ready? Make some noise real quick. I first stepped into this league very skeptical. I ain't really choose to acknowledge y'all noise, but over time, I've embraced the movement and chose to follow y'all choice. As far as Sinai, Redeemed, K-Jack, Angel, as well as a few others, I can say I'm proud of y'all boys. But now it's Marco Polo. Meaning I stepped in Overflow with open arms. I'm finna catch a body off Voice. I stepped in Overflow with open arms. I'm finna catch a body off Voice. I'm finally here. Straight to it. What up, Dante Simmons? Tonight, I show the crowd while LeBron straight wicked. This is where we separate boys to men like Wanye tripping. I didn't know. Here's where we separate boys to men like Wanye tripping. I done elevated with Hove. Just know Solange ain't kicking. My mind shakes. I done elevated with Hove. Just know Solange ain't kicking. My mind stay different. But since we're in your home church, I can tell where the cheering flows. I'm prepared for those. I mean, y'all want y'all king to try to take out the kid? Well, here it goes. Ain't no taking. Y'all want y'all king to try to take out the kid? Well, here it goes. You ain't escaping that. Everything you've ever said about me, there ain't no taking back. You don't know the kind of trouble you in, voice. You gonna pay for that. You don't know the kind of trouble you in, voice. You gonna pay for that. Sharp line. You don't know the kind of trouble you in, voice. You gonna pay for that. Sharp lines, straight out the gate. Vega match. I'm stating facts. Sharp lines, straight out the gate. Vega match. I'm stating facts. You get hemmed up for the wrong words, so don't lack ration or chance. Or I'll lift every voice. Black national anthem. Boy, I lift every voice. Black national anthem. I came to address this man, Kate Jenner. He's screaming, welcome back. Mace, Bethel, Faith. I came to address this man, Kate Jenner. They're screaming, welcome back. Mace, Bethel, Faith, rapper. The first of my kind to proclaim his name while under great pressure that you can't measure. So either duck this right up, get hit with a mace. I came to address this man, Kate Jenner. They screaming, welcome back. Mace, Bethel, Faith, rapper. The first of my kind to proclaim his name while under great pressure that you can't measure. So either duck this right up, get hit with a May weather. You choose how you finna get low voice. Bass, tenor. You choose how you finna get low voice, bass, tenor, cause he ain't grew up how I grew up. I'm talking metal grip, fake IDs and hood rental whips. Me and my shooters in one accord like good fellowship. Me and my shooters in one accord like good fellowship. But them tales corny. But on this stage against C. Wood, you did say you got caught up in bookings chasing failed glory. Was it war and violence? Nah, Paul and Silas. There's something shaky about that jail story. And that's the... That's stupid. There's something shaky about that jail story, and that's the difference. I'll never front on this stage and not tell you that your past forgiven, but the raps you've written is parallel to the fact that you ain't never been back to prison. Then you lack conviction. The raps you've written is parallel to the fact that you ain't never been back to prison. You lack conviction. What you gonna tell me and my voice? See, of all Christians, first called to the mission, you were the first chosen to rise. You switched the narrative, but fans fueled your arrogance and them was controlling your pride. And that's why I feel for you, bro. You switched the narrative, and the fans fueled your arrogance and it was controlling your pride. And that's why I feel for you, bro. You lost focus, man. It felt like Moses when he was holding the rod. Because to make a lane for yourself, you had to push Ovrflw to the side. And that's why I feel bad for you. Because you're trying so hard to be smack associates. You study Julian Carter style and adopt it like that's appropriate. But just... You study Julian Carter style and adopt it like that's appropriate, but your stats erroneous. See, when you build your brand off another man's work, it's attached to phoniness. You just study Julian Carter style and adopt it like that's appropriate, but your stats erroneous. See, when you build your brand off another man's work, it's attached to phoniness. You just mirrored your work after JC. You Apollonius. Oh my. You just mirrored your works after JC. You Apollonius. It's pandemonium. With all the advice I've given, I'm still the guy that you're running for. Well, let's make one thing clear. This ain't the play you deserved. You were summoned for. It was me. Wow. You were summoned for. It was me that showed you love and theology like you had the dopest quotes. It was me on this stage calling you out against C. Woods, saying I want the smoke. It was me that made you work for this battle so that you showed your growth. I'm the only reason voice developed. I'm your vocal coach. You know what, man? Cut those, man. Let's make one thing straight. This ain't a match you deserved. You were summoned for. It was me that showed you love and theology like you had the dopest quotes. It was me that called you out against C. Woods, saying I want the smoke. It was me that made you work for this battle so that you showed your growth. I'm the only reason voice developed. I'm your vocal coach. I showed the ropes. You took the wrong IV in vain. You finna overdose.
IV.
You took the wrong keys. You took the wrong keys. I'm the only reason voice developed. I'm your vocal coach. I showed the ropes. You took the wrong IV in vain. You finna overdose. Just to battle rap you, I came to Moses at the tabernacle. Holy smokes, you phony, bro. Talk about it. What? Yeah, it was there. Holy smokes. It was there. Good. It was there. Just to battle rap you, I came to Moses at the tabernacle. Holy smokes, you phony, bro. You know what's whack to me? This is supposed to be my brother in faith, but everything you said ill behind my face done got back to me.
Talk about it.
I thought we was fam. But y'all see how my blood and denial for talking mess? He kept the hate low cause any side to the public shows what your heart reflects. I peep your motives. You kill a horse and get a livestock, or you can spar with vets like you causing wreck. See, all you've ever done was let them lies fly out your mouth, and that's where I lost respect. Y'all caught it yet? Y'all caught it yet? Blood and denial, livestock. Man, this is shit. All you've ever done was let them lies fly out your mouth, and that's why I lost respect. Y'all caught it yet? See this destruction is very essential to holding the faith down. You got bars, I'll let you slide, but there's a difference from a playground when a playground. Fake clown.
Oh, playground? That was
difference from a playground when a playground. Fake clown. They had you set against Elijah like your raps is real scary. And got booked and you struggle with straight. Jackie Hill Perry. Oh, my God. Make sure to go get her book. Jackie Hill. Shout to Jackie Hill, top 5. Make sure to get her book.
It's your story.
Yeah, girl, good guy. Go get that book. What up? That's a good book. It got booked and you struggle with straight. It got booked and you struggle with straight. Jackie Hill Perry. You lost the Sinai, Elijah straight, and then try me? You must love losing, but hey, Papa, say la vie. Hey, come on. You must love losing, but hey, Papa, say la vie. You gonna try to take out the whole squad? Ben Aki. You gonna try to take out the whole squad? Ben Aki. You gonna need more than a Bible than NIV. Right back. You lost to Sinai, Elijah straight, and then try me. You must love losing, but hey, Papa, say la vie. You gonna try to take out the whole squad? Ben Aki. You gonna need more than a Bible than NIV. I ain't the same person. This battle only got amplified over this lame surface, sustained verses. I just serve as a messenger to keep the praise urgent. Come on! Come on! Talk that Bible stuff. I ain't the same same person. This battle. Hold on, he got some dirty stones. Pulling my shirt all crazy. Hold on. I ain't the same person. This battle only got amplified off what this lame surface. Sustained purpose. I just serve as a messenger to keep the praise urgent and rage purpose. Boy, I cremate your body, make the pain certain, take your ashes and turn voice to the King James version.
That was hard.
How you start, man? Come on, Paito.
Enraged purpose. I'll cremate your body, make the pain certain, take your ashes and turn voice to the King James version. I started killing, now I'm on a roll. I'm like the po-po chasing Ovrflw. Yeah, this flow hold rage and war for y'all. And I'ma catch a body in overflow. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Catch a body in overflow. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I'm on it, y'all. See, I'm trying to honor the commandments that God's spoken. But I disobey the atheist, steal on you. The law's broken. Your jaw's open. I'm on a legendary tear. Hulk Hogan. My balls potent. And they finna humble voice till he soft spoken. So that conviction, deep down in your heart, that's what it's meant to do. Reverse Samson, because losing hair will actually strengthen you. So go ahead with Reverse Samson, because losing hair will actually strengthen you. So go ahead with them fraud angles to try me for a homie. First round, I just caught another body for the body.
Yo, come on, give it up, y'all. Let's go. Give it up, y'all. Let's take time.
This is exactly what happens when you try to dress up the gospel. I said this is exactly what happens when you try to dress up the gospel. Boy, you are 30 years old with Kung Fu twists. I am so glad you took them rubber bands off because they had this Kung Fu grip. But I guess that's why they call you the Saga, the prodigy. Then you put on this karate gi and this Japanese headband after. Well, that don't matter when your fans still not saved. Oh, but you still get paid to call yourself sensei $1,000. Oh, you're a grandmaster. Well, my bad. So how you do it? Peace, sensei. Oh, but you know what's next. So lose the cockiness and show respect. You're a Christian who think you know karate, but never impacted the body. Because you put on this form of godliness, but never posed a threat. You know what's best. And if you try to flex, I'm going to put you on a chopping block. Karate chop, all types of butterfly kicks. It went from violence to silence. And if you try to flex, I'm gonna put you on a chopping block. Karate chop, all types of butterfly kicks. Leave you with agonized bones, because it went from violence to silence. But now this the student beating up on the teacher. Boy, you Dragonfly Jones. Yo, and you not knowing how to fight? Being godly really prevents you. So when they use those scripts, have a judo flip and use the body against you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go. I say, yo, they use those flips as a judo flip and use the body against you. Yeah, today, they gonna get a lot from me. Because in your rap content, it's a lot to see. Like, first off, your name Saga means story. Okay, familiar with a lot of Greeks. No wonder why your content is real odd to see. But honestly, you can't call yourself this Christian sensei when you feel need to grab the shotty. They already fault you for being this false preacher from the streets you just have to copy. New creature, of course, man. But you ain't a horse, man. You're a centaur. He only represents half the body. Copy. And we all mad, probably, because you don't talk about Jesus enough or his suffering. You don't talk about Jesus enough or his suffering. When he gonna say, oh, don't judge a book by it. Yeah, we judging Saga by his covering. Who teaching you?
Let's go.
That's good. And who you teaching?
I like it.
You call yourself this martial artist, but forget the technique, bro. It's your wisdom that needs improvement. Because where's your movement? Because if they really call you sensei, then where are your students? It's about discipleship. My pastor say that's the mission. Bring insight. But how do you expect your students' eyes to respond to the light if your pupils dilate to the vision? It's about provision. It's about provision. Turn up, boys. It's about provision. Because if you really read your word, you would know that after the book of Numbers, God appointed public officials to keep his people saved. So even in the Hebrew days, they was rejects. That's why we need to bring back the G-check. Because even back then, they thought through every passing judgment, they can go back to their evil ways. So you see what you charge with, right? The substance that's hoped for, the reason why our Lord gave his life, oh, but you ain't got that now faith as evidence to build a case for Christ. That's why you faced with life. That's why you faced with life. But they say the word is the discerner of the heart. You're supposed to let the cross examine your motives. But the judgment starts in the house of God, right? Let's cross-examine your motives. You telling me, with all these church letters, testimonies, legislation, church edification that is gun gripping you in the public defending, I'll admit it, as Christians we always have the worst representations. I guess that's why you idolize and want to battle Tay-Rock, right? Well, today you getting a different Dante. Because you was the first to show how Jesus walks, and now you tripping, Kanye. I'll admit, you moved the league as a battler. But then you let your talent supersede your character. Forget the drive. You should have known the gift was too expensive, John Gray.
Shout out to John Gray.
Shout out to John Gray. That's my man, bro.
That's my man.
I ain't taking nothing away from him. We all seen that the gift, it works. Forget him being the first Christian on Smack. Take off that and notice he was a Christian first. So, man, time, man.
Yo, y'all get me? I said I ain't gonna lie. I said I ain't gonna lie. First round, back to back, I hit you with so many balls. We in your own church, so the crowd biased, saying Saga fire, but I'm hoping he lost. My bad.
All right. My bad, y'all. But you seen how I needed tea because my vocals was off?
That was a visual punch. For voice to recover, he gonna need to go to the cross.
That was good.
I like
To recover, he gonna need to go to the cross. Ain't no need for this discussion. I know you feel special being gifted a horse, but they didn't tell you all Decius was coming. If you peep, okay. I know you feel special being gifted a horse, but they ain't let you know all Decius was coming. If you peep Troy and heard his IV schemes, then you can see the repercussions. Cause all them horse build up, it's only gonna lead to your destruction. It's time we talk. It's time we talk. It's time we talk. Cause y'all remember when the disciples was in the storm? Christ was asleep and they had that scared feel. Jesus woke up like, ye have little faith. Man chilled, he spoke to the winds and calmed the seas and hoped to show him that his plan's real. Good, because voice is the reason that Overflow is at a standstill. For you to say,
that was talk about it.
for you to, yeah, what's up, bro? Voice is the reason that Overflow is at a standstill. For you to say you ain't pushing your own agenda, I ain't convinced. Countless battles came and went. How is this your fourth card ever, and out of 3 of them, you the main event? It ain't making sense.
That's my league. What are they talking about?
But he got his own motive. Don't do that. Countless battles came and went. You main event the first one, but out of the last three, he was the main event. It ain't making sense. But it ain't making sense. In every battle, you be the first to drop. Like you the star player, ball racer, you're far greater, but I peeped the vultures, John Mayer, facade layer. All you've ever done was just manipulate God's favor. As far as your mindset, I feel like it got distorted, voice. Darth Vader. As far as your mindset. As far as your mindset, I feel like it got distorted, voice. Darth Vader. I see deceit in your stealth. See, your heart for ministry is overshadowed by your need for the belt. So what good is being a voice when your actions speak for itself? What good is being a voice when your actions speak for itself? I'm trying to be a light in this culture. You focus trying to be the best rhymer. You dying to get on champion. I'm still mourning over Tech 9. You dying to be on champion. Rest in peace, Tech 9. You dying to get on champion. I'm still mourning over Tech 9. You want the wreck? Fine. Me, I wanted not to do this. Now, you're getting 30 piece. It's not the profit Judas. Your stock's diluted. Now, you're getting 30 piece. It's not the profit Judas, but your plot's diluted. Make yourself the main event at every card as they watch and lose it. But I'm locked into it. Voice, all you've ever done was put the word op in opportunist. I've seen you. You put the word op in opportunist. The only time you've ever hit my line was to promote your league, which makes me feel like you've only benefited of what I've accomplished. Always trying to get in free at events, but never called to see I'm free. This event was weighing on my conscience. That's nonsense.
I like it. Talk to him.
That's nonsense. Because I done seen K-Jack buy a ticket, a hotel, and drive 7 hours to my battle to make sure I'm spiritually ready for the process. And never side switch. Which goes to show there's a big difference from those trying to be on accomplice and my accomplice. Speaking accomplice. Speaking accomplice. Speaking accomplice. You got the nerve in your first round to question my faith because of the sensei, dog? Oh, yeah. Really, kid? Well, remember when I told you I ain't have a free ticket to Band Legacy? I really did.
Why you lying there?
My bad, bro. I don't want to hype it for. I'm not just saying this to excite the war. I gave a ticket to Sinai. Truth be told, I like him more. I did give it to you. Y'all remember when I said voice is fake in the first round? That ball was so over your head, man, it can't be distinguished. Because my bro told me in Greek, voice is pronounced phony. I said it's the same thing in English.
Talk that Greek. Talk that Greek.
Voice is pronounced phony. I said it's the same thing in English. No. Voice fake like BT movies when they be edited. Nah, my like.
Talk that mother brother stuff.
Y'all know how to give it up on BT. Hold on, wait. Voice fake like BT movies when they be edited. Nah. Voice fake like, hi, can I speak to a representative? No. Yeah, no. Voice fake like BT movies when they be edited. Nah. Voice fake like, hi, can I speak to a representative? Nah. Voice fake like prank callers when their tones be lower than most. Voice fake like cigarette smokers with the hole in their throats. I ain't too surprised. So much great talent seen as a stepping stone just for you to rise. I knew the vibes. All y'all do is sign them to Overflow to be underutilized. And I'm proving why. You should have kept my name out your little Facebook messages and just say nada. Now it's your death day, proper, because you all got to deal with the wrath of Sensei Saga. You follow a flawed creed. See, I have God, but I'm quick to let it fly. I'm the Pegasus of the horse breed. I never needed a voice to make a killing. Jason Voorhees. So this style, you follow a flawed creed. I have God, but I'm quick to let it fly. I'm the Pegasus of the horse breed. I never needed a voice to make a killing. Jason Voorhees. So your style is something I can't fear when I'm prone for war needs. All I do is train voice.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
So your style is something I can't fear when I'm prone for war needs. All I do is train voice.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
You got some nerve, fool. You got some nerve, fool. Remember when I said in the trailer, I'ma burn this league down? It was only ignited by what your words fuel. And they gonna change the direction of Overflow. It's a whirlpool. My name's Sinai. They finna change the direction of Overflow. It's a whirlpool. Sinai got the most passion to see him closer to him. Redeem got a heart for the lost and hopes their souls can amend. And Keenan, you remind me of DiCaprio in Titanic.
Why's that?
Not just because you can sketch bodies and you dope with the pen, because Jack adores Overflow. And he'll sacrifice it all to see it rose at the end. He'll sacrifice it all to see it rose at the end. My brother here, Diddy Kong, here, he don't back down. 50 song, and him, you talking to a monster. Digimon, even I glow, really shine. If you can't see it, you silly blind. Get a grip. I just named the 4 on next. Give me mine. What? And I'm in there. Let's go. Get him, Brit. My brother here, Diddy Kong, he don't back down. 50 something. And him, you talking to a monster. Digimon, even I glow, really shine. If you can't see it, you silly blind. Get a grip. I just named the 4 on next. Give me mine. You need drastic help. You need drastic help. Stop trying to add your name to the rankings like your status felt. I said 4 on next, give me mine. You think he the bomb, so after the Gill, he add himself. Nah. No. Gilly. You think he the bomb, so after the Gill, he add himself. Bomb and Gilly? Nah. K-Jack, Sidna, Redeemed, Lee, man, even straight bugging. You snatching plates from me, because in your heart, you more focused on relevance, and if your rank plummet, that's what you can't stomach. That's what you can't stomach. So if God chooses to lower your stock for the sake of his glory, you can't escape from it. Just remember, you're the voice of the league, not the face of it. So go ahead with them fraud angles to try me for a homie. Second round, I just caught another body for the body. Let's get it, y'all. Come on.
I got a question, yo. You gonna show the church your guns tonight?
You are.
Okay, cool. Let's have fun tonight. See, he say no now, but wait till the end. Because it's only the silencers. Then he used silencers, because you know, all good sagas got a twist at the end. You know what, my friends? Oh my goodness! I personally think you'd be lying about being in the streets in your past. See? Every time somebody speak on it, he mad. Well, so? You can't get mad to any that oppose, because you told me you from the church and the streets. It's funny, because I don't believe you from any of those. So when they spend money, to hear you rap about Christ and all his dopeness, you choose to rap about a life you don't live, and you made them pay for that. Till they find out the Saga being street is only a hard cover. And now they want their paper back. I was taken back. I don't agree with you trying to get all this street cred and all of this clout. But as a good brother, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Can y'all see Sensei in the hood? Before he was Christian, before glory, he was struck from glory from heaven. There goes Sensei Saga, rocking his Kung Fu twists and Chuck Norris 11s. You go ahead, brother. Now, I know y'all can't see this dude in a karate suit dealing with real triggers. Don't be fooled. Sources say back in the day, he was a real ninja. So, for real.
Wipe him out. Let him have it. You let him get it. You let him get it.
Nah, yo, seriously? Everybody in the hood was scared of dude.
That was good.
For real.
That's pretty good.
Anybody he seen passing, left with their jeans sagging. I mean, imagine how them cats felt when Sensei running up on them like, hey, give me them black belts. Now, I don't know how that helps. He seemed tough until his timers came, because about like 5 minutes later, Sensei was approached by a rival gang. They started busting their shots. Now, you know Sensei, he ain't have a Glock. He pulled the sword out of a belt instead. Ting! Ricocheted off that and left his head. They took his life before he could talk to Christ. It's crazy how he never heard the voice of God, but he felt led. Your help's dead. What? It's crazy how he never heard. It's crazy how he never heard the voice of God, but he felt led. Your help's dead. Now I know that narrative was made up, but it's just like the guns this man be possessing. Cause me, I low-key couldn't pick up the hammer just for a fantasy weapon. And now, that was fire! I low-key couldn't pick up a hammer just for a fantasy weapons. And that there's depressing. Cause now you just a Christian with the Smith and Eagles. And man, boy, it hurt. Now your aim is like Amber Alert. Cause you just a poster child with these texts. And that's the reason you be missing people. Then you be dissing Eagles. Then you be dissing... Oh.
That's nasty.
Drink that water.
I wish I had that, man.
Then you be dissing Eagles.
Right.
You told one of your opponents, blade on him. $150, you won't be able to hit right with it. Lion King trailer.
Boy, you all gonna be looking real life with it. Fire.
Was it worth it though?
Oh wow.
You thought it was smart to use the blade in the Lion King tactic? It was disrespectful. Oh, I get it. Just like that movie, you thought it'd be better graphic.
Oh my God.
You thought it was smart to use the blade in the Lion King tactic? It was disrespectful. It was disrespectful. Oh, I get it. Just like that movie, you thought it'd be better graphic. Boy, don't you know how that visual affects you? Like, I gotta ask. Bro, why you be trying to act hard and tough? Then you use the Lion King. Saga, I think your reputation is scarred enough. And that's the problem why I have with your evangelism. It's Daniel's vision, bro. If you can't interpret the writings on the wall, it's just vandalism. So it's just vandalism. So you need to stop using gun bars in your lines, bro. Especially to the ones who can't stand us Christians. So forget a pistol, we got epistles. The cannon different. You supposed to show your testimony, aka an affidavit, but you be losing them. You supposed to walk up on the game.
Take it back. Run that back.
Yo, I said, yo, so forget a pistol, we got epistles. The cannon different. You supposed to give your testimony, aka an affidavit, but you be losing them. You supposed to walk up on a gang like, who in charge? Then bring the head back like David in Jerusalem. I'm Jerusalem. How you gonna help them convert to Christ when you enable all these lies? Man, let a real ninja talk to these dudes. Because I don't care if you Crip or Pyru. I'll have blood crying out for God like Abel when he died. him when he died. It's your pride. Cause I would have walked up on this young dude like, yo, in my past life, I ain't believe in Jesus or the evil that he saved from us. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I used to get high until it was PCP. They choked and laced my blunt. It's crazy how I never believed in Adam's creation, but I was made from dust. So what? Yo, it's crazy how I believe in Adam's creation, but I was made from dust, so what? You better stop. So they looking back at your tapes like, yo, this dude is tripe. But then they're gonna find the remains of Saga like, this book is nice, so you better stop. They're gonna find the remains of Saga like, this book is nice. So I don't care what you do in the venue, this event too. I'm just worried about the saga will continue in the book of life. Yeah. What else? Man, but either way, the poet's flowing something nice. So either through spoken word or through spoken word. Either way, I'm doing something right. Facts. Yeah. Give it
Yo, please, I just want to, yo, I just want to talk this round, please. Can we talk tonight? Come on. Overflow, can we talk tonight? Talk about it. I feel like y'all would never understand the pressure that's on my shoulders. That's why I pray, because Jehovah knows what's best. See, white noise has become a nightly routine to help control the hold of stress. Sometimes I fall asleep to the sound of rivers to feel consoled when I'm depressed. So with that being said, I think it's time I put Overflow to rest. It's for the best. I think it's time I put Overflow to rest. It's for the best. Because the main objective is making sure God can harvest the praise. So if he's Lord of your steps, I shouldn't feel like you've been lost in your ways. I know y'all seen the rap for Sensei Saga, but for this round I had to harness the rage. And since we in Overflow, I think it's time you talk to the one that started the wave. That's a old song. Go. Now accepting this mission, I never knew a big movement I would be quick to start. I just wanted to infect the dark culture and at the same time with a valiant effort shift the hearts. And now look, a Christian battle. Woo!
That's good. Yeah.
And now look, a Christian battle league where believers' personal walks get picked apart. Congratulations, Matthew, Luke, John. You missed the mark. When I was battling Loso, congratulations, Matthew, Luke, John, you missed the mark. When me and Loso did a battle, it was to show divisiveness ain't needed in the body for the hatred it breeds. And what you do, take the mission out and created a league. Well, you tainted a dream. And I don't care if it's they handle promotions, because what good is building a roster when you dismantle the broken, when the cameras is focused? This ain't called for everybody, so think twice before your answer is spoken. Because you and I both know what happens to Christians on this platform due to damaged emotions.
Okay.
If you accepting this stage only because you got bars, it's a wrongdoing. And if he calls you trying to fill up space on the card, put some thought to it. Yo, put some thought to it. If he calls you trying to fill up space on the card, put some thought to it. If you accept the battle without it being God-ordered, there's fault to it. Because there's a big difference between being called for it and called to it. There's a big difference between being called for it and called to it. There's a big difference between being called for it and called to it. I know the mission's cool, but never try to mold yourself into a purpose that isn't you. But the choice is yours, Dante or Yahweh. Which voice you trying to listen to? Oh my God! No, bro. Dante or Yahweh? Which voice you trying to listen to? Don't get misconstrued. This ain't what I wanted for Christian battle rap. So before y'all start asking what I'm scolding them for, let me ask y'all a question. What soldier you know publicly disarms his own brother before going to war? This ain't what I wanted for Christian battle rap. I felt like this was called for those who have a heart for ministry and truly seek the matter. Not for those who want to expose their friends on camera and then cover it up with, well, you know, when 2 or 3 are gathered. Who is he? Oh my God. Who is he to chatter? Who is he to chatter? I see deceit within him. Voice of snake. I peep the venom, impede the rhythm. You want to make sure no one else can attain the level of shine you got, so you proceed to dim them. But everything I've done through God's grace, for moments like this, for you to sneak and diss them is a weak decision. How can a man that never walked in my shoes judge the creases in them? How can a man that never walked in my shoes judge the creases in them? Lame clown. For almost 10 years, I've done nothing more than holding a faith down. Wore my heart on my sleeve so long, my shirt stained brown. I paced since 2011. For almost 10 years, I've done nothing more than holding the faith down. Wore my heart on my sleeve so long, my shirt stained brown. I paved grounds, so even if I fall back from battle rap, there's still grace found. Even if I drop, I'm still covered. James Brown. Let me tell you something. Even if I drop, I'm still covered. James Brown. So go ahead and run down my record of sins. Question my fall and rise. I ain't at all surprised. I'm so dangerous in my element. Y'all gonna need a safe zone for a mall to hide. What the bars are. Y'all gonna need a safe zone for a mall to hide. Pushing bars aside, don't question the legacy given that God provides. Because all my sins don't make me perfect for the job. But I'm still qualified. I'm on it, guys. I'm on it, guys. Because if he knows you on a personal level, then his raps is ether. He just waits for water to break down the body. Cabin fever. So with the raps you bring... Oh, my God. He just waits for water to break down the body. Cabin fever. So with the raps you've written, I've seen you break down people closest to you. And the fans applaud you like, whew, man, you gifted. I sit back, shaking my head like, if only the fans knew different. All you've ever done was turn accountability into ammunition. Man, you tripping. Man, you tripping. I know through him my status is clean. And trust me, dog, I know my past is as bad as it seems. But who are you to judge, voice? Adam Levine, friends like you. Who are you to judge, voice? Adam Levine, friends like you. There's a reason my circle's small, or I just stayed to myself. I felt like Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap, because only I can relate to myself. Yo. Oh my God. That is fire. Yo. I felt like Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap, because only I can relate to myself. I know my past stripping of women, alcohol, weed, porn, addicted and infatuated to bad women, till I realized what he did for my sins, and now my path different. He took them whips, they was tearing his flesh, till his back twitching. And the stripes was ugly, but they cost the most. Raph Simmons. And for them stripes was ugly, but they cost the most. Raph Simmons. And for the record, I came to belittle voice. I'm ad-libbing. And for the record, I came to belittle voice. I'm ad-libbing. So put the fronts aside. Saying you love them while exposing them for the sake of the views in hopes to justify. You'd rather see your brothers die just to get clicked on 100 times and say it's just for God. But that's just a lie. Because really being accountable means those conversations would have never made it to the public eye. So run and hide. Because I feel like you'll... So run and hide. Because I feel like you'll say anything when you're about to lose. Like, for instance, you discredit Sinai just to see how it amount in views. You sound confused. You sound confused. You want to discredit his walk because he promotes his homepage? Man, that ain't all right. But the irony is that I came to check your faith on sight, which makes it even worse. I came to check your faith on sight. What makes it even worse? You want to criticize Elijah on how he came explaining, he stayed complaining, he told you about his wife and kids, and you had the nerve to call him Damon Wayans. And y'all reacted to it. I sat back and raged with a passion. Because if he confided in you as a brother, why would you turn it into a joke for the sake of reaction? You want to talk about his church life? Saying, oh, being a rapper is how you choose to fit that design role. It makes sense. He'd rather throw a punch than connect with the fivefold. Man, I ain't respecting that. Because if you had that conversation off camera, then why get on camera and start addressing that? Which goes to show you're willing to expose the fivefold just to get the smack.
Just to get the smack? Finish it, fool!
Which means you willing to expose the fivefold just to... Please. You willing to expose the fivefold just to get the smack. I'm ending that. You ain't able to stop me. Oh, you thought this would serve as your out the URL? I'm changing the proxy. I serve a God. Oh my God. What?
That was fire. That was so dope.
R.I.P. Technology. You willing to expose the fivefold just to get the smack? I'm ending that. You ain't gonna be able to stop me. Thought this would serve as your route to URL? I'm changing the proxy. I serve a God who breathe life in the dust.
Yo, hold it down. Hold it down, yo.
You willing to expose the fivefold just to get the smack? I'm ending that. You ain't able to stop me. Thought this would serve as your route to URL? I'm changing the proxy. I serve a God who breathed life in the dust and Adam came from it properly. But it's a shame that you popped me. Cause voice gotta speak on dirt just to make it a body. So go ahead.
Speak on dirt. That's good.
I serve a God who breathed life in the dust and Adam came from it properly. But it's a shame that you copy. Cause voice gotta speak on dirt just to make it a body. So just know, you're gonna need a lot more to beat me than just flowing nice. Cause you can lose your heart in the ring if you live that Owen life. You can't stop me. Only the spirit can move me like the poltergeist. And even the devil knows his word. But I'm just praying that your soul is right.
Come on, give it up. Give it up for Saga, y'all. Come on, y'all.
So, I'm glad he said that. Now listen, y'all heard how he said I was trying to use my friend and all of this nonsense? Yo.
Please hold it down.
You see how he tried to excuse and all these excuses on how I use my friend and all of this nonsense? That just clearly proves that the reason why Christians don't hold each other accountable is because they're all afraid of conflict. Real talk. I said, you think these sinners is dumb? Well, they're not. At a surface level, they know exactly what you're supposed to say or do. Bro, just look at the battles and what they say to you. I mean, they seen you host our events, so they figured probably be a way through you. They only seen Elijah because of Saga. So why wouldn't you think they see straight through you? I seen you debatable. I seen you debatable. I seen you debatable. With New Jersey Twerk, he was talking about the things that you lack. My question is, why was a backslider schooling you on how a Christian should rap? Let's get into that. Let's get into that. He told you stop using gun bars.
Stop using them.
You were upset about that.
Stop using
Even tried to rap like them, steal his moves, all his choreography. Like, how that work? Wait, ain't you delivered from pornography?
Wow.
You ain't even supposed to be watching twerk. Now watch me work.
Wow.
You ain't even supposed to be watching twerk. Now watch me work. Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna do it, bro? You gonna discredit my testimony like that? All right, cool.
Jesus. I said, yeah. Jesus. Mas Dios. Ye of little faith. Poquito. What? I say, yo, and that all to say, I really commend you for your deliverance and masturbation.
Come on, y'all. Let's get it.
I said, I really commend you for your deliverance and masturbation, bro.
No, stop. My bad.
I really commend you for your deliverance and masturbation, bro. But even when they was clowning on it, You could have closed the book on it, but you never stood on it. You know masturbation is entirely addicting. Some can't come out of it because it's a stronghold, because the desire is convicting. I said some can't get out of it because the desire is convincing. So why wouldn't you talk about it, bro? You know how many married men need that testimony?
Facts.
Knowing they're using porn as a way of escaping life. Marriages that fail due to an unrealistic expectation that replaced their wife. Or how about the single man in need? When he's struggling, does sensei show him what his teaching has? And when he's struggling to stay off the web browser, is you keeping tabs? Knowing his lack of affection, he goes to you for the answers that he's finally getting, but you ain't showing that he's finally forgiven because you changed the privacy settings. And I mean, it's able that you was able.
That was good.
It's cool that you was able to do it yourself. Right. My question is, what is you doing to help? That's why I think you be losing yourself. Because it's your pornography testimony. But if you keeping your real history hidden, it's like you still screwing yourself. It's like you still screwing yourself. So you can tell your testimony now, bro. Right after you done picking yourself up. Because you were supposed to get rid of masturbation, not get rid of the self-love. I get it. And transition from impurity to all those tweets that show your insecurities. Because you the type to get mad because they don't call you the king of band. Saga, be a man. I mean... I said, Saga, be a man. Because every time I see these tweets, I be like, you got this whining spirit. Probably too much wine and spirit.
I like it.
I guess that's why you be drinking at your events, right? Trying to patch up the hole. Every time you show up to the event to rap, but you be bent when they wrap up the show. You know, Instagram, band legacy, smack with the pose. Yep. Briz Rothstein, lift up the hand. You was sipping yak on the low. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy, because you were the only one representing Christ. And just like that, you're exposed. Even Tink confessed that he was possessed by a demon, but it was you that showed lack of control. You know?
Use your voice.
Talk about it, please.
It was you that showed lack of control. Talking about, if I wasn't Christian, that the snubble popped. Man, you get drunk a lot. Double shot, juggernaut. Man, you be drinking until the bubbles stop.
That's good. I like it. I like it. Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
Fire. What's going on?
I said you be drinking until the bubbles stop.
I gotta know where you're coming from. That's fire.
I know it comes from.
You gotta drink to know it.
That's fire. I like it.
So you telling me, when you go to these places, knowing your placement, that you don't strive to show them a statement? I mean, I don't get that, bro. And then it's an ongoing investigation. I don't care about your punches, your schemes. The best thing about your battle should be your reputation. So either way, man, the poet's doing something right. Time, y'all.
Hug it out, y'all. Come on. It's a wrap, y'all. Let's get it. Shout out to Lift Up the King Cold Line for the sponsorship. Shout out to everybody that came out.
I didn't want him to trip right here.